And Iowa City hosted an international protest on Friday. Hundreds of protesters in the Iowa City area gathered to make their voices heard. DITV's Isabel Thier went out and caught what was happening.
On Friday's cold afternoon, hundreds of protesters gathered to have their voices be heard with signs, chants, and petitions. I'm standing here outside the Pentacrest where students and community members protest and stand for science. They kicked things off with music from a local band and had poster-making activities for everyone to do. Then they transitioned on to having speakers and gathered to listen to their stories. The Stand for Science campaign started back in 2017 and is now resurfaced. They advocate for the restoration of federal funding, rehiring of wrongfully terminated employees, and to keep government censorship out of science.
There's been a little bit of an anti-science movement, right, in funding cuts, and we're concerned about that.
This international protest took place in Europe as well as in Canada and 45 of the 50 states. The protesters are confident that this will make some noise and get them on the right track for change.
We all recognize that we can't do it ourselves, but together we can facilitate that change.
We want to make sure our legislators hear us and know that we aren't going to stop fighting for this.
As a national walkout, protesters believe that it is worth stepping away from work to advocate for what they really believe in and defend the attacks that the government has had on science.
Stand together. Science wins!
As the protest wraps up, the Stand for Science doesn't. From the University of Iowa, Isabel Thier, DITV.